Hey, so a couple of weeks ago, I was at my client appreciation social event at a restaurant, and one of my clients asked me, and she's a small business owner client, and she said that she does her banking with JP Morgan Chase, and she had received an email solicitation saying that because she's a business owner, because she has a certain amount of money with JP Morgan, or because of this, that, and the other reason, that she is actually now eligible to receive additional enhanced financial planning, retirement, investment type services from JP Morgan Chase. And she asked me, she said, should I do that? Should I take advantage of that? Or can you, as my financial advisor, Brian, can you offer the same things? What's the difference? And she even suggested that I do a video explaining this, because she said, I don't know. I mean, she's a small business owner, but she's not in financial services. So she doesn't know the difference between what JP Morgan Chase can offer and what her independent financial advisor that she's already working with can offer. So she wants to understand, can they do more? Can they do better? Can they do different than you? And generally speaking, the answer is no. The big firm cannot necessarily offer anything more or different than the independent advisor can. Case in point, I receive emails almost weekly from JP Morgan Chase because they want me to use their investment portfolios with my clients. So I could actually offer JP Morgan Chase investment portfolios to my clients. Now, I'm an independent certified financial planner. I've been certified by the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards. So that's the highest level I'm aware of in terms of education and certification for financial planning in particular. So if you're looking for help planning for retirement or accumulating wealth or looking at budgeting or loans and mortgages, like any of the things that would fall under the umbrella of financial planning, protecting with insurance, these are things that we do, that I do. And then in terms of offering the investment portfolios or the products, I work with the largest firms in the world. So we can offer JP Morgan Chase. We can use American Funds, who is one of the two top largest mutual fund companies in the business. So I use American Fund portfolios with my clients. I've used firms like Prudential, MetLife, and the list goes on in terms of big names. But the difference, though, is that I don't work for these firms. So if I worked at Prudential would want me to be recommending Prudential products all day long or trying to get the clients to do this, that, or the other. But as an independent advisor, I can say to the client, hey, these are the things that are out there. These are the ones that I think are good. Here's why. And we can pick and choose, and I don't have sales quotas. The other thing that's interesting is I'm a self-employed advisor. I had to go out, and I understand the small business owner world because I've lived it, okay? Most of the advisors that work at firms like JP Morgan Chase, and I know this because there's a guy in the next office to me who used to work at JP Morgan Chase. It was a job. He got a job, and a lot of the advisors that go to firms like this, they do that because they need a job and they don't necessarily want to or have the ability to go out there and find their own clients. I mean, as a self-employed advisor, I had to go out and I had to hit the networking events. I had to go night after night after night. I was surrounded by other small business owners, self-employed people, salespeople. I was fighting the same battle that they were fighting in terms of finding the clients, persuading people to work with me. I understand that world. Small business owners have to market. I've had to market my services. And then when you're a self-employed advisor, then you have to pay taxes like a self-employed person. When you're an employee advisor for one of these firms, you get a W-2 paycheck. You don't necessarily understand taxation on small business people the way that an advisor who lives it understands. Because in the past, I've operated as a sole proprietor. I filed a Schedule C. Now I have an S corporation. I filed a separate S corporation tax return. So as a self-employed advisor, I understand finding clients, selling to clients, marketing to clients. I understand taxation. I understand having to go out and lease space to operate my business, negotiate a lease. I understand how to buy a building, which I've done. I understand, I don't want to lose my train of thought on this one, but there is, employees, staffing issues. I mean, that's the biggest problem that small business people deal with, is how to find and manage employees. I've done it. You go to JP Morgan Chase, you've got somebody sitting there answering the phone who may have never done these things. So can they give you financial advice? Sure, they sure can. But is it the same? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. And in some ways, I would even go so far as to suggest that it might be a little inferior. Might be a little inferior, in my opinion. So I hope this helps. And my answer to my client was, they can't necessarily offer anything to you beyond what I'm able to offer. And the other thing to remember is this, is that companies are always selling and marketing to you because they want more dollars out of your wallet. So if you're a client of JP Morgan Chase for the banking side, now they want to get your investment or your retirement portfolio. They send you this email that makes it sound like it's exclusive, and because you're this, or you're a business owner, or because you have a certain amount of money with them, or you have this or that and the other, now you're eligible for that. Well, let's understand what that means. You're eligible? Is it that you get to receive this, or is it that they hope to sell this? It's just like my Audi emails that I receive, because I own an Audi automobile, and it's almost 7 years old, but now I get these emails saying that I'm eligible for an upgrade, or I might be eligible for an opportunity. Dude, they're trying to make me feel like I'm important and like I'm somebody, but the fact is that they want to sell me another car, and they hope that I buy another car. They're trying to massage it so that I feel like I hope to get another car. I hope I get the opportunity, but the fact is they hope that I do the buying. Don't be misled by the marketing. On the bank building at the corner of Howard Avenue and Swan Avenue and Hyde Park, and that's a busy intersection, and I think it's a Chase Bank building. There's a big sign on the outside of the building that says private banking. What is that? What the hell is that? What the hell does that even mean? Because in financial services, everything is required to be confidential. So everything is private and confidential in financial services, but they want to say private banking as if it's exclusive, as if it's you're somebody or you're successful if you get to access the private banking. Well, guess what, folks? If it's private banking, why do they put a big sign on the building, on the outside of the building, advertising the private banking to the public on a busy intersection? It's because it's not private banking, it's public. That's an ad. That's psychology. That's misleading, in my opinion. It's the same thing as pricing an item at $9.99 when it's really $10, but by making it $9.99, they make you feel like it's a lot less expensive than it is. So by putting a big sign on a building that says private banking, or by sending an email that's saying, well, because you're a business owner client, you have access to financial planning. Yeah, you have access to financial planning because financial planners do want your business, and you can choose to work with whoever you want. And I would suggest that you go find an independent advisor, an experienced advisor who can offer JP Morgan Chase or any of the other firms, but somebody who understands small business and who has lived it just like you do every day.